Are you looking for the best Nvidia GeForce RTX 40? In this video we will look at some of the best Nvidia GeForce RTX 40. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Nvidia GeForce RTX 4060. Nvidia's GeForce RTX 4060 is the most affordable option in its RTX 40 series lineup and provides decent gaming performance in many titles. The card has 8GB of GDDR6 memory, which should be plenty for gaming at 1080p. In Nvidia's reference design, the RTX 4060 is rated to draw just 115 watts, which is another key selling point of the card, as its needs in terms of power and cooling are relatively small. If you are buying a graphics card on a budget, the GeForce RTX 4060 is arguably the best option. It retails for just $299 and delivers excellent performance for the money. The RTX 4060 is a bit constrained regarding memory bandwidth, making it a lackluster option for gaming at higher resolutions, particularly at 4K. Still, its 1080p gaming performance is highly competitive. Its lower power draw also means you can get by using it with lower wattage, and thus, cheaper, power supplies, and it can work well inside compact PCs where heat and power limitations are common issues. Graphics processor: Nvidia AD107. GPU base clock: 1830 MHz. GPU boost clock: 2505 MHz. Graphics memory type: GDDR6. Graphics memory amount: 8GB. HDMI outputs: 1. DisplayPort outputs: 3. Virtual link outputs. Number of fans: 2. Card width: double. Card length: 9 inches. Board power or TDP: 115 watts. Power connectors: 1 8-pin. Number 2. Nvidia GeForce RTX 4060T. 8GB model of the RTX 4060T can run games at 1080p resolution exceedingly well. The improvement over the baseline RTX 4060 is reasonable compared with the 8GB RTX 4060 Ti's higher price. Still, the 16GB model of this card is best avoided, as it costs significantly more and provides little in the way of real-world performance improvement over the 8GB model. The 8GB RTX 4060T is an excellent option for gamers who want to run games at 1080p with higher refresh rates. The card easily runs games at this resolution and should maintain higher refresh rates in many modern games, including popular esports titles. The card does a passable job of gaming at 2K, but it's a relatively poor option for 4K, so we don't advise stretching it too far. Graphics processor: Nvidia AD106. GPU base clock: 2310 MHz. GPU boost clock: 2535 MHz. Graphics memory type: GDDR6. Graphics memory amount: 8GB. HDMI outputs: 1. DisplayPort outputs: 3. Virtual link outputs. Number of fans: 2. Card width: double. Card length: 9.61 inches. Board power or TDP: 160 watts. Power connectors: 12 VHPWR. Number 3. Nvidia GeForce RTX 4070 Super. Introduced as an amped-up RTX 4070, the RTX 4070 Super is a clear and decisive improvement over the standard RTX 4070. The RTX 4070 Super replaced the RTX 4070 at its $599 MSRP, pushing the standard RTX 4070 down to a new price of $549. However, this price difference is almost too small not to go with the newer card, as the RTX 4070 Super overshadows the original RTX 4070, providing a compelling performance boost for a modest additional cost. The RTX 4070 Super targets gamers running 2K monitors with resolutions like 2560 by 1440 pixels. This is where the card excels, driving playable frame rates even with most or all of the settings maxed out in newer games. It's also not a bad option for entry-level 4K gaming, but you'll likely need to reduce some graphics settings to maintain 60 frames per second or better in the latest titles. Graphics processor: Nvidia AD104. GPU base clock: 1980 MHz. GPU boost clock: 2475 MHz. Graphics memory type: GDDR6X. Graphics memory amount: 12 GB. HDMI outputs: 1. DisplayPort outputs: 3. Virtual link outputs. Number of fans: 2. Card width: double. Card length: 10 inches. Board power or TDP: 220 watts. Power connectors: 12 VHPWR. Number 4. Nvidia GeForce RTX 4070 Super. The GeForce RTX 4070 Super is one of the more challenging cards to place in Nvidia's current RTX 40 lineup. Its MSRP of $799 situates it exactly between the RTX 4070 Super at $599 and the RTX 4080 Super at $999. Although it's a fast and powerful card overall, it's a bittersweet value. That's because its closest brethren, the RTX 4070 Super and RTX 4080 Super, both deliver somewhat better performance relative to what you pay than the RTX 4070 Super does. That's not to say the card isn't worth buying, just expect to get more value from one of those other cards. The RTX 4070 Super fills an important void between the $599 and $999 price points in Nvidia's RTX 40 series lineup. This puts it in tough competition with some of AMD's best cards, notably the Radeon RX 7900 XT, and, as we stated above, it provides slightly less performance per dollar than the RTX 4070 Super and the RTX 4080 Super. If you are dedicated to Nvidia's green team of graphics cards and want the best performance possible but can't justify dropping $999 on a GeForce RTX 4080 Super, this is the card to buy. If you can afford the extra, though, the RTX 4080 Super is well worth the added cost. Number 5. Nvidia GeForce RTX 4090. This is the big one. Not only is Nvidia's GeForce RTX 4090 one of the physically largest graphics cards we have ever seen, but it also has an absolutely enormous GPU die with an exceptionally high core count, 24 GB of GDDR6X connected to a 384-bit wide memory interface, and a sky-high MSRP of $1,599. Currently, no graphics card on the market can match it. Though undeniably powerful and the envy of gamers everywhere, an Nvidia GeForce RTX 4090 is not for the faint of heart. Supporting it will require a large case, a high-wattage power supply, and similarly robust components throughout your entire PC build. That's not the part that's hardest to swallow, though, that's expected. It's the price. The $1,599 MSRP sometimes goes even higher due to robust demand for the RTX 4090 in compute-intensive workstations and servers. It's possible to buy an entire system's worth of parts, including an Nvidia GeForce RTX 4080 Super, for what you might spend just on an RTX 4090. Because of that, it isn't a card we recommend to casual gamers. This is the sort of card you buy if money isn't a factor and you simply want the best high-resolution, high-refresh gaming experience available.